Let's dive into this AEW Dynamite review from Phoenix, Arizona, and get a bit more real with it. First off, I bailed on watching the main event, Orange Cassidy versus Roderick Strong. Seriously, you got Johnny Knoxville sounding like Roderick and Mr. Comedy Kicks Cassidy headlining? Talk about a letdown. AEW needs to get their shit together when it comes to booking their damn matches. Main events are supposed to be heavyweight clashes or major story moments, not filler crap. How about they put Powerhouse Hobbs versus Big Cass up there instead? Give the spotlight to those who can actually elevate the company's stars. Or throw in a segment with Adam Copeland plotting against the Death Riders as a build-up to AEW Revolution. That would at least hype the World Heavyweight Championship. And let me tell you, before the clock hit 9:45, the show was actually kicking some serious ass. I was glued to the damn screen, feeling like I was in a teleportation device, zooming from 8 to 9:45. That's when you know you're watching something good, right? It's just a shame the main event choice tanked my overall rating. The show kicked off with an MJF and Adam Page promo. MJF nailed it, linking back to when Page beat him in that inaugural AEW Champion Tournament. He rattled off his accomplishments like a champ, headlining a massive Wembley show with over 70,000 fans, and winning that Dynamite Diamond ring 6 times. Adam Page fired back, highlighting MJF's obsession with trying to be a hero despite the anger he constantly speaks with. MJF didn't hold back, calling the crowd stupid for idolizing Page, who did some downright villainous shit. Seriously, Page offered to give his spinal cord to Christopher Daniels? A plot hole much? These two had that bloodthirsty feud, and now they're all buddy-buddy? Nonetheless, setting up MJF versus Adam Page is a fucking smart move over any tired-ass matchups like MJF versus Jeff Jarrett. Page needs a story direction, and this match, dripping with emotion, is the right call. Sometimes, you have to ditch the bad storylines and focus on the ones that draw money, which this one will. In their war of words, Adam Page shouted about honesty and hard work compared to MJF's 5 years of cheating. MJF rightfully shot back, saying history doesn't care how you win. He claimed Page was propped up by nepotism, a cool reference to his connections with the Young Bucks. At least MJF didn't drag up any CM Punk drama this time. It's refreshing to see AEW manage not to dive into that monotonous well of backstage crap for once, showing some maturity. As for that Intercontinental Tournament, they crammed in Roderick Strong plans to take on Orange, then Takeshita, and finally Kenny Omega? Seems ass backward if you ask me. Taking Omega as the final boss? Nah, Takeshita's the current champ and should be treated as such. This tournament nonsense just stinks of overcomplicated storytelling. Why not have a simple contendership tourney? But hey, shout out to AEW for announcing the Double or Nothing pay-per-view in Phoenix. That's some solid continuity. So, there you have it. A show with early standout moments that stumbled toward the end, mostly due to misbooked main event priorities. Let's hope they learn from this and give us the gritty Dynamite action we crave week in and week out. The show opened with the Ops versus a Christian family, and I'm not gonna lie, this match had predictability written all over it. We all knew Christian Cage and his partners, Nick Wayne and Chris Sabin, weren't likely to win. They don't come across as legit champions, more like Ring of Honor material. On the flip side, Hook has AEW's favor. Samoa Joe's a former champion, and Shibata's one of Tony's prized Japanese talents. This was a classic tale of lopsided booking, which really killed my interest. Plus, letting Christian Cage, a guy with decades of experience and an anytime heavyweight contract, take another L hurts his credibility. If they wanted to cash in on someone like Adam Copeland at Revolution, they should stop having him lose so often. It's Wrestling 101. Stop weakening the dude if he's going to be a top contender soon. WWE's had that issue too, where they keep burying their future contenders before the cash-in moments, and it makes zero sense. Powerhouse Hobbs and Big Bill freaking stole the spotlight tonight. This match was an all-out weapon fest, using everything from keyboards to barbed wire. Hell, it was nice not seeing thumbtacks and glass being overused. They built up to this match well over weeks, making it meaningful rather than just a mindless hardcore fest. Hobbs got a massive reaction, and if AEW is smart, they'll line him up for a Ring of Honor title match with Jericho. Hobbs deserves that championship push as they're building him into a powerhouse star. Props to Toni Storm for delivering her promo with some hilarious sexual innuendo. Even though I'm usually not into her comedy shtick, she's starting to nail it and getting some laughs. Lines like, "the bitch that won't quit," and "I'll challenge anybody tit-to-tit, lip-to-lip," are so outrageous. You can't help but chuckle. The only gripe is not announcing her AEW Revolution opponent yet. They did announce Momo Watanabe versus Mercedes Moné for the AEW TBS Championship. But seriously, focus on your main event title too. Speaking of Momo Watanabe, while she's big in Japan, the average American fan has no clue who she is. It's risky to push such a match without solid storytelling or promos, especially when Momo Watanabe doesn't have the English skills to bridge that gap. They might pull off a great match, but without the build-up, the connection falls flat. Gabe Kidd on Collision doesn't fit, especially after matches with names like Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson. Why dump him on the B show when he should be rocking Dynamite? AEW needs tighter booking, for sure. Someone needs to be overseeing these decisions, so they don't squander talent. The segment where Willow Nightingale gets attacked by Marina Shafir was solid, setting up Willow as a big player in rated FTR. These powerhouse wrestlers as future opponents bring some badass energy, and it hints at potential anarchy in the arena match at Double or Nothing. That could be epic. The only misstep was Adam Copeland and Moxley fighting in the stands right after Hobbs and Bill had their brawl, which made it feel less impactful. Still, I love Copeland's storytelling, taking down the Death Riders piece by piece. Even if it echoes Bully Ray's old TNA gimmick, given their interference antics, it makes for a solid plot line. The powerhouse clash between Megan Bayne and Chris Statlander was stellar. Hopefully, AEW sets up a tag match involving them against the likes of Thunder Rosa and Penelope Ford at Revolution. Give us more women's matches with storyline substance and build some new stars. Lastly, Ricochet's promo was a nice touch, taking a jab at Phoenix as a poor man's Vegas and declaring his title aspirations. It's great to see him with a clear goal and character depth rather than aimlessly floating around. All in all, AEW had some gems tonight, but still needs to tighten up its booking strategies. A little editing could go a long way in making all the ideas count and not slipping through cracks. Keep the grit coming, AEW.